for a vehicle having a fictitious plate bearing the word traveler on it. The defendant refused to provide.
I'm just asking you to follow the law. That's it. Not anything crazy. Anything you say can or will be used against you, sir.
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
Officers.
Welcome back, guys. Today's hearing is straight out of a legal fever dream. This sovereign citizen shows up thinking he's found a loophole in reality by swapping out his license plate for a homemade one like it's arts and crafts hour. He's treating traffic laws like optional club rules, completely ignoring the fact that driving is a state-regulated privilege backed by decades of case law. And somehow Judge Fleischer plays it way too chill, like this is just a casual misunderstanding instead of blatant disregard for the law. Should judges be this soft on people who openly reject the entire legal system they're standing in? Let me know down below, and let's go ahead and dive in.
Initiated a traffic stop in Harris County, Texas for a vehicle having a fictitious plate bearing the word traveler on it. During the stop, the defendant refused to provide identification or insurance information, stating, "I do not consent to any of this." Officers attempted to remove the defendant from the vehicle, and the defendant actively resisted until he was detained.
That's very conclusory. Actively, what did you say?
Actively resisted.
Okay, I need more than that. Give me more, Alice.
So I reviewed the body cam this morning from the officer who initiated the traffic stop. The defendant.
No. You can't do that. No. It has to be in the report. In the DIMS, he has to say more than just a conclusory statement about what happened.
In the DIMS, it states that the officer attempted to pull the defendant out of the vehicle with him actively resisting and pulling away from the officer and other deputies. And the defendant continued by turtling his arms as they got him to the ground.
All right. Better. But
Yes, sir.
you telling me that he actively, it's a conclusory statement and we need more, right? It's like saying, okay, he was speeding. Really? How fast?
Yes, Judge.
So that's why conclusory statements don't fly, but that's enough. Okay, Mr. Daly.
Sir.
I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Do you have a Texas driver license? Can you run his license, please, guys?
He's eligible to drive.
Okay. Do you have liability insurance in your name?
That's right.
And you can't drive. Once you get insurance, I will happily allow you to drive. It's all I'm doing is trying to protect the public and trying to protect you in the event that you get into an accident. They don't care whether you're traveling, whether you're whatever, however you want to term it. If you get into an accident and you do some catastrophic damage, they're going to come after you. They're going to sue you, try to take you for everything you got. And that's why for $50 a month, you pay for someone to represent you in the event that you do get an accident. And depending on how much you pay, you're covered $50,000, $150,000. So all I'm asking you to do is follow the law. I'm not going to put any other conditions on you. No drugs, no alcohol. I don't know. All I want you to do is get insurance.
Gotcha.
So if you can do that, I'll allow you to drive. So the only condition now is just don't drive until you get insurance.
At this point, asking a sovereign citizen to follow the law is like inviting someone to a math test and they show up with finger paint. Judge Fleischer's playing it cool by letting this guy slide is like handing out participation trophies in a felony league. We're not talking about a parking ticket. This man's out here stacking violations like he's collecting coupons. If there's no pushback, don't be shocked when the next one shows up with a paper plate taped to their bumper and a Declaration of Independence in their glove box. Let's go ahead and keep going.
Once you get insurance, show it to me. I'll take your no driving restriction off and then do whatever you want. You need a lawyer to represent you there. So what are you doing these days?
Right now?
Do you work? No? Okay, why not? What were you doing?
Truck driver.
That's a great job. Don't you make a ton of money truck driving? Why would you quit? You make it.
Taking money from my check.
Oh, I see. Child support?
No.
What?
They said they overpaid me. And they never, they was taking $170 out of my check for no reason. They never gave me anything to sign.
Isn't there a place that you can go to dispute that?
I have no clue. You tell me. You tell me.
HR. Go to HR, go, hey man, this is why my check should be what it is. If they rightfully underpaid you, then they should, give you what you rightfully are owed. If they did overpay you, that's like equally not fair though, right? So what's good for the goose, good for the gander, So if you quit just in spite
I was really I had 2 weeks notice in. I was gonna quit before, because I was going to another
So
job.
you need someone to represent you, right? We'll give you time for you to get a lawyer. We'll give you a month, but when you come back, you need a lawyer to represent you, okay? So Mr. Daly, what now? I'm gonna have you just sign this promise to us that you're not gonna drive until you get liability insurance. So get it, bring it back to me, show me that you have insurance with your name on it, and then I'll take this off.
I get it today.
You come back to me today. If you to get it within the next hour and a half, show it to me, I'll take it off now. We get plenty of people that I put this restriction off and then within the next hour and a half, they call some insurance company, they're able to get the policy, we are able to verify it, and then I take the restriction off. I'm just asking you to follow the law, that's it. Not anything crazy.
Judge, is that state's bond conditions?
No, I'm just gonna have him sign this affidavit here, that's it. Okay, I will have you sign this, promise us, we'll have you sign a reset with Victoria, and then we'll let you out, and then you're good to go. Just whenever you're ready to come back, come back. Good luck, Mr. Daly.
Galindo?
He's grinning like he just beat the final boss, but all he really did was waste everyone's time and walk out with zero accountability. It's not justice, it's courtroom theater, and the audience is stuck watching the same bad act over and over. Letting these sovereign citizen stunts slide doesn't make the system look fair, it makes it look weak. But buckle up because this next guy takes it even further, and Judge Perkins is ready with the legal equivalent of a fire extinguisher. Let's go ahead and dive in.
Do I not have the right to travel? I have dominion over this land, right? Fucking double.
Say that again, Mr. Little. What comment did you make? Speak up now, say it, speak up.
I'm talking to another person on the phone.
Case number SP15130291. Appearance for the record, please.
Yes,
Sheriff Harris, on behalf of Mr. Little. For purposes of arraignment, my client stands mute.
No, I don't.
You don't?
No, sir. I've got a payment plan devised from your department.
Turn your camera on, please, sir, first of all.
Okay. I just hit it.
Do you want representation by this very good lawyer, or you not?
Well, she works for the state, doesn't she not?
All right, go ahead. What do you got going on, Mr. Little? What do you want to tell me?
What I'm saying is I got on a payment plan to pay these tickets. I got the payment thing right here in my hand.
Okay, you can pay him. You still got to do this no ops.
What's the no ops?
Without a valid license.
Say that again.
Operating a motor vehicle without a valid license.
Do I not have the right to travel? I have dominion over this land, right?
I knew that was, I could anticipate that argument. All right, so that's not gonna, how do you want to proceed? Because I'm not buying that.
I would like to honor this contract
I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that.
What you mean you're not buying it? It's your contract. It's your contract.
It's not my contract. You want a trial date? You want to work the deal out, take failure to display, $240, plead guilty?
They got me paying $400. They got me paying $445. That's what they got me paying.
Look, I get it. Judges want to be patient and professional, but letting sovereign citizens hijack court time is like letting someone argue with gravity mid-flight. These aren't debates, they're legal proceedings. And the longer we entertain this nonsense, the more legitimacy we accidentally give it. Zoom court just adds fuel to the fire, and now they've got a captive audience and a mute button they think protects them from consequences. We need more structure, less screen time, and a lot fewer sovereign citizens treating court like an open mic night. Let's keep going.
Well, you don't want any help on that, so you want to come with the I have the contract argument, and
no, what I'm saying is this, Your Honor, not to disrupt you. I got on a payment plan because of the tickets. Y'all sent me tickets to my house, right? Okay. they put me on a payment plan to pay the tickets off right here. This is what I have in my hand. It's a schedule stating to pay the tickets off. That's why we're here today, for the tickets, right?
Yes.
Or is it something else? Are y'all trying to get my bonds? Is my bonds here?
So here's the deal, sir. You have 3 civil infractions of improper plate, expired plate, and no insurance, and you have 1 misdemeanor, and that's a no ops. So the misdemeanor is punishable by 93 days in jail, and that's the maximum possible penalty is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines. This is for purposes of arraignment for Mr. Little. And
Is that
let me finish. I'll let you finish. Let me finish.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. And you have, you can pay a civil infraction anytime you want to. That when you pay it, that is admitting responsibility by making that payment.
I've already made a payment.
There, you're not letting me finish.
Yes, sir.
The misdemeanors are not something that you can pay. Those need to be adjudicated first. So that's why you had to come to court on those tickets. I see that you entered into a payment plan with those civil infractions. So we're going to strike SP 1513015 counts 1, 2, and 3 from the record, and we'll just proceed with SP 1513091. How do you want to proceed? How do you want to proceed on the operating without a license, a vehicle without a license?
I don't believe I have the authority to travel as I need to travel.
All right, I'm denying that. I'm gonna consider that as a motion, and I'm denying that. Okay.
It's no motion. It's a fact. It's a fact.
Well, that's what you argue that. You appeal my decision then, and you go to a further court and argue that. You take all that to the Supreme Court and see what they say. I don't care.
Why would I have to do that, Your Honor? If you honored your code of honor.
That's why. All right. So how do you want to proceed? Do you want to plead guilty today, or do you want me to set a trial date?
I'm not an man.
This guy's acting like the judge is offering a personal opinion, not enforcing actual law backed by decades of precedent. It's wild that he's treating the courtroom like a suggestion box and somehow thinks he's above traffic statutes that apply to literally everybody else. His logic is basically, if I don't believe in it, it can't hurt me. And that's not a strategy, that's a toddler with a law dictionary and a dream. Let's go ahead and get back into the video.
You're breaking up, sir.
I say animals plead, buy high. Like that. I don't plead.
All right, so I'm gonna set a trial date. You want a jury trial, or do you want to judge by a trial by a jury, or you want me to hear the case?
If I could not get a fair case regardless, Your Honor, because you're an agent of the state, and as if I get a jury, that the jury will be an agent of the state, because once they register to vote, they become an agent of the state. So how can I get a fair trial in that, Your Honor?
I don't know, but we got to move this case along. Let's get a jury trial date.
Yeah,
I'm not going to spend any more time. There's a lot of people here that want to get their case heard.
Yes, sir. Can I ask you what jurisdiction do you have over me?
Can I?
Go ahead, Ms. Harris. He doesn't want your representation. You're an agent of the state too.
I'll accept that. I was just going to ask the court if the court would consider dismissal based on the fact that he did pay other civil infractions and admit.
He hasn't paid anything yet. He only
yes,
paid.
I have. Yes, I have. I have paid.
He paid $20. He paid $20. He paid $20.
That's a part of my agreement. That was a part of my agreement, Your Honor. Not $40, not $60. It was $20. $20 each payment. That's what I did. I didn't give him more than what I agreed to. I gave him what I verbalized and I agreed to, sir.
Very good. Very good.
Fucking double.
Say that again, say that again, Mr. Little.
Say that again, what?
What comment did you make?
I'm not sure what you speaking about.
Speak up now, say it, speak up.
I'm not sure which one you're talking
Instead
about.
of talking under your breath.
I'm talking to another person on the phone. Another phone.
So your next court date, your jury trial date is gonna be May 7th. And then we'll set a final pretrial date for the week before that, March the 30th, all right?
There is absolutely no shot this guy survives a jury trial without getting absolutely roasted. And I swear, right at the end, he mumbled something at the judge that sounded like it came straight out of a middle school hallway fight. Couldn't catch the exact words, but if any of you guys picked it up, drop it in the comments. I'm dying to know. Either way, it just proves how out of control this hearing got. You've got a guy facing serious charges, muttering insults under his breath, and somehow walking away like he just won a debate club trophy. The real issue here isn't even this one guy, it's the fact that courtrooms keep turning into open mic nights for people who think Google searches are legal training. Judges try to stay calm, professional, and polite, but eventually they've got to stop letting people treat the courtroom like it's a stage for fantasy law. Sovereign citizens bank on the system being too polite and push back hard, and that's why they keep pulling the same stunt over and over, because if there's no hard stop, no real accountability, this cycle is just going to keep repeating itself until it becomes the new normal, which is a terrifying thought. So yeah, maybe I'm being a little blunt today, but I think it's long overdue. Let me know what you guys thought about this guy, the judge, and the whole train wreck in the comments. Was the court too soft or just trying to keep it professional? And if you liked this breakdown, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe because I post new videos every single day. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.